What if the reason your to-do list feels so overwhelming is because it's living in the same place as everything else? Your notes, your ideas, your journal, your random thoughts, your reminders, all the things you're thinking about 11:47 p.m. when you're doing your brain dump, it's all there. And that's exactly why I started using a separate notebook for my to-do list only. And what I want to share with you today is just when life is stressful and when life is lifing, how having a separate notebook just for your to-do list is the exact recipe you need to have a more calmer life. If you're interested in seeing how I make this happen and how I set this up and what I've done to maintain some calm, then keep on watching. Hello beautiful peeps of YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kat and you're watching Planning Calm. And here in this channel, I love to share with you all the many ways I can help you plan your way to calm and plan a calmer life. Now, before I dive into it today, I just want to give you guys a shout out. Thank you so much for being here, for taking time out of your schedule, out of your busy day and spending some time with me. Your viewership, your comments, especially your comments, your likes and your subscriptions means so much to me. So thank you so much for being here. Comment down below and let me know how you're doing, friends. Where are you watching from? How is the family doing? How are the pets, the kiddos, all the good things? Let me know in the comments down below if you care to share. And in this video, I want to dive in today because I have been using something that has been really helping me. Now, before I dive into the specifics, I just want to show you the notebook in question. So this is an old Stagology notebook that I purchased, I think 3 years ago, that I just never ended up using. And it just was living in my valley of notebooks that I have. And I realized I need to use things that I purchased and didn't work. So I have repurposed this for my to-do list notebook. You know, if you're somebody who has ADHD like me, and I never really knew about my ADHD until I was much older. Last few months is that I was easily distracted, easily overwhelmed, panicked, and that led to procrastinating. And I'm somebody who, I love productivity. I love getting things done. But when you have a lot on your plate and you have a lot going on, it's really difficult to compartmentalize all the things that you have to do and focus on the things that need to get done. And so one of the things that I wanted to have was just a separation from my classic notebook planner that I have used and loved from the beginning of the year. I love this notebook, but what I needed was something to help me hone in on things that, need to get done. So, the notebook, any notebook, is one job is that it's supposed to ease the mental load that you have going on. And that's why I brought out and used this notebook planner to begin with. But when life be life and things are stressful and you got a whole lot going on, you need to, again, compartmentalize those things to help with that mental load even further, especially if you're somebody who struggles with a lack of focus or inattentiveness. So I love this notebook because it is so helpful in helping me accomplish a variety of things. And I'm going to share the reasons why having a separate notebook has been so helpful. Now, number one, my first reason is that it creates clear boundaries. Now, when you're dealing with a lot of things and you got a lot going on, sometimes you just need boundaries for it. And one of the biggest reasons I love having a separate notebook is that it creates boundaries. Now, again, as I said, this is a notebook that I used originally, ripped out the pages and have repurposed. So this isn't designed to look pretty. There's no stickers or designs or washi here. This is just my Sharpie pen and my date stamper that I use to create the dates. That's all that's going on in here. And here I have a legend here just in case I forget, because there's so much going on. The memory isn't always there, but I have a legend on terms of things that I've created. I've done videos about this. I'll leave them linked down below for you so you can check them out. But basically what I did was, and I started in May, I took my date stamp, stamped the date, and I did it for 2 months ahead of time. If I use the pages I didn't, it doesn't matter because this is a throwaway notebook, so I'm not really concerned about wasting. I just need a place and space to write things down. And so when I open this notebook, I know exactly what I'm here to do. I'm here to get things down. I'm not journaling. I'm not brainstorming. I'm not scrolling through old notes. I'm not looking at pictures. I'm not doing anything to get me distracted. I have one task, is to write things down and to get it done. All this is just a listing, a day-to-day listing of all my to-dos, all the things I have to do for that day, prioritizing what is important and what isn't. And it's helped me so much. And it's led into my second reason that this system has worked so well for me, and that it helps me to get the task out of my head. And one of the things this notebook has done for me over the last few months is that it has really given me somewhere to put all those little things that are constantly floating around in my head. And, you know, like I spend a lot of time on the phone just organizing things and talking with people and communicating. And when things pop in your head, you need a place to put it. So number one, you don't forget. And number two, that you can get it tackled and get it done. And, you know, like whether that is like email this person or, you know, call this person or whatever the case is, buy this, you got to go to the store and buy something. All of those things, I make sure that I add to my to-do list so that I make sure I get them done. Once I have it on page, it feels so good. It just unloads that mental load of carrying it around in your head, and you just feel so much better that once it's on the page, you don't have to carry it around with you anymore. And you know that it's gonna turn into an action and something's gonna get done, which I love. My third reason for having a separate to-do list notebook is that I can see my progress. I'm somebody who's driven by productivity, and I love the fact that when I put things in my to-do notebook, I know it's gonna get done because this is where my focus is lying. If I'm focused on something and it's in my actionable to-do list notebook, I know I'm gonna get it done. And there's always something really satisfying about physically just taking your pen and either giving it a check or crossing it off. It doesn't matter how you do it, but the fact that you do it is what makes it so satisfying. And I know digital to-do lists can do this as well. I know there's lots of apps out there, and I just never been a digital girly, and that's never worked for me. I'm somebody who's a paper and pen person. That's just how my brain works. But I know there's lots of things out there, but there's just something different about seeing the entire page gradually getting checked off and getting crossed out. It just gives you a sense of productivity. It gives you a sense of accomplishment, and it gives you a sense that, you know, when things are really stressful or busy, that you're getting something done. It's that feeling of I'm doing good. That's really helpful. You know, it just gives me a visual reminder that I'm actually making progress, which is what I need when I'm feeling down and out and stressed and all the other things going on. And even on days when I feel like I don't feel like I'm accomplishing much, all I have to do is look at my notebook and see that checks are being made, little baby steps are taking place, and I'm getting things done. And that is what is so helpful. I can't stress enough how helpful that is, especially for someone with my personality and my needs. And the next reason that I love having a separate notebook is that it keeps my other notebooks clean. Now, here I have my list, and I ran out of these tabby tabs, which I haven't been able to put in my June, July, August, and all the other stuff. But what I have loved about this planner is that it's really, it has given me a space just to write things in and to kind of keep track of all the things I have going on. And I love the way I organized it so that it makes sense for me. But again, when things are really busy, I don't want to look at all the other things I have in here. Like, I don't want to look at a grocery list. I don't want to look at, you know, appointments. Just want to focus on the things I have to do. And so that is why this notebook here has really helped me to keep my other notebooks clear of the things that I have, because this, I just need to carry this, and everything else can go into my regular notebook. And, you know, it's great. It's great. And this might seem a little obsessive. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and like expect everybody to, you know, appreciate this method, follow this method, what have you. I'm just showing you what works for me. And, you know, this has really, really, really helped me, especially when, like I said, when you got so much going on. And I love that my other notebooks don't have to become a giant dumping ground for my tasks, but this is the book solely for my tasks, solely for my to-do list. This is just me with my notebook and a pen writing stuff down. And that's, you know, all I need to do. And it's just been so helpful. And sometimes making things simpler is actually what makes it easier to stick with. And this is why I've stuck with this for 4 months, is because I can just use it and focus on just my to-do list, nothing else. And then I can use my other planning sources for other things that I have going on. And it just works for me. It just works for me. You don't have to spend a lot of money on this. This isn't something, you know, encouraging to go and buy a fancy notebook. You don't need it, honey. Just go to the dollar store. Just go somewhere simple. Use what you got. Even if you have a couple of lined pieces of paper, fold it in half, clip it with a stapler, and use that, you're good to go, honey. If your to-do list is currently lives somewhere between your phone or your notes app or random scraps of paper or the back of a receipt or a post-it note, maybe it's time you try giving a notebook a try. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, like I said. You can buy it from wherever, use what you have, but just make it a dedicated space for you to get things done out of your head and onto paper. Because sometimes the simplest productivity system is the one you actually want to use. And this is one that I've wanted to use no matter how busy I am, no matter how tired I am. Even if it's days where I can't even get my head around to even write a to-do list, I know I always come back to it and I get it done. And it really, really is helpful. And for me, that's what a separate notebook is for. It's about writing it down and getting it done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope it was encouraging you just to kind of keep things simple, think outside the box, and try to plan an effective way that helps you, especially if you're somebody who struggles with a lack of focus or feeling overwhelmed or just feeling, you know, that you can't get things together. Keep it simple, grab a separate notebook, and start making your to-do list actionable and creating the life that you need to help you live a calmer life. So thank you so much for watching, my friends. If you haven't done so already, I would love for you to hit that like button, to give this video, you know, some love, let YouTube know that you like it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and be a part of the Calm fam. And I would love for you to comment down below. I love engaging with you folks and chatting with you guys. And your comments mean so much. So I would love for you to comment down below and let me know what's good, what you thought of the video, any of those things. I just want to hear from you. So don't be afraid to share. And until the next video, my friends, take care, be well, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye, Planner Peeps.